everyone. Myself, Dr. G. Nandani from Department of Mathematics, SNS College of Technology. So today we are going to see the new topic, characteristic equation of a matrix. So as you all already know, what is a matrix? Matrix is a rectangular array of numbers. So we have a characteristic equation. So what is the purpose of studying this characteristic equation is it helps us to understand the deeper properties of a matrix, and it has a wide application in real world system. So we use the characteristic equation in many engineering fields like physics, computer science, etc. So let us see the definition of characteristic equation. So for a square matrix, characteristic equation is can be found only for a square matrix. For what is square matrix? The row and order of a matrix are same. It is said to be square matrix. So let us consider a square matrix of order n. So the number of rows and number of columns are here. It is n. Then the equation A minus lambda I equal to 0. This is said to be the characteristic equation for the matrix. So here A is the given matrix and I is the identity matrix. The identity matrix should also be of the same order as A. Suppose you take A as 2 cross 2 matrix, identity matrix should also be 2 cross 2 matrix. Where lambda, this lambda can be any scalar. So for any square matrix A, the characteristic equation is given by modulus A minus lambda I equal to 0. So modulus in determinant means, it in the matrix means it is the determination. So first let us consider a 2 cross 2 matrix. 2 cross 2 matrix means the number of rows and columns should be 2. If we consider 2 cross 2 matrix, the characteristic equation is given by lambda square minus C1 lambda plus C2 equal to 0. So we have to calculate C1 and C2. C1 is nothing but C1, the sum of the main elements. Suppose you take a matrix like this. We have to consider 2 cross 2 matrix. So for example, I'm taking the matrix A, B, C, D. The sum of the main diagonal is the elements, the A and B. This is the main diagonal. So for this matrix, C1 takes the value A plus D. Then C2. C2 is nothing but determinant of A. So if we find determinant of the given matrix, determinant A will be given as AD. AD minus BC. So for a 2 cross 2 matrix, we have C1 as sum of the main diagonal, C2 as determinant A. That is AD minus BC. Now we will consider 3 cross 3 matrix. So what is 3 cross 3 matrix? It should contain 3 rows and 3 columns. So for 3 cross 2 matrix, the characteristic equation is given by lambda cube minus C1 lambda square plus C2 lambda minus C3 equal to 0. So this is the characteristic equation for a 3 cross 3 matrix. So here we have to find C1, C2, C3. C1 as usual we calculated in 2 cross 2 matrix. It is same as sum of the main diagonal element. So C1 we will calculate the sum of the main diagonal element. C2 here the sum of the minus of the main diagonal. So we have to consider the main diagonal and we have to find the minor of the main diagonal. So for example, let me consider the matrix 3 cross 3 matrix. So I am considering the 3 cross 3 matrix. So what are the main diagonal element here? These are the main diagonal element. So sum of the minor of the main diagonal is, you consider the element A, the main diagonal element A, you delete the rows and column. So you will be left out with E, F, H, I. The minor is got by EI minus FH. So we have to find the, how to find the minor of the main diagonal is, consider the element, you delete the rows and column, define the determinant of the remaining element, you can get the minor of this particular element. But we have to find the minor for only the diagonal element. So near the diagonal element, we will find the minor of the elements. Then C3, we have the another unknown here, C3. C3 is same as determinant A. So for 2 cross 2, 3 cross 3 matrix, we get the characteristic equation as lambda cube minus C1 lambda square plus C2 lambda minus C3 equal to 0. So this is the characteristic equation. Today in our class, we have found the definition of characteristic equation and how to find the characteristic equation for 2 cross 2 matrix and 3 cross 3 matrix.